Is it not going to do it because I put my phone on? Hi, guys, and welcome back to You Better Fact Check because I had wine first. Today, I have my very special guest, Andrea. Yes, we're doubling up. There were so many names to go around, we just decided to keep the same one.
Yeah.
We didn't mind the sharing of it all. Anyway, so today we're back for the first episode after it feels like forever. After I spoke on an episode about consistency and then didn't post another thing at all. So here's my second go for consistency and a thriving podcast and entertaining you.
Another one. Like round two.
Another one. I'm going to go ahead and address some glitches in our life today. I don't have the right device for recording this. I also know that we're kind of in and out of frame and my picture's covering my face. You don't have to tell me any of these things. We'll be better next time. 100%. We're going to be on it. But today, I would like for my friend Andrea to introduce herself. Tell us about you.
Hi, everyone. My name is Andrea. I am a neurodivergent Afro-Latina. And Dre and I met at work. And we're not going to tell you where. But I left and she stayed. I bought a food truck after I left. And so that's what I do for a living. And so that's like actually always been my dream. So that's that. I hate to make that my entire personality, but that kind of is, it takes up so much of me, honestly. But I love it in a good way. I mean, I'm a mom. I have 2 autistic sons that are older, and then I have one that I call my do-over baby. In every way, I guess a kid can be normal. He's normal, so, but that also means that he does a lot of stuff that's like, what are you doing, man? So, so yeah, that's me.
Wonderful. I'm happy to have you here. And for anybody who may possibly watch this that is local, her IC truck is Ice Ice Lady. And it's the time. And I'm just trying to figure out why I can't see if I am live. So it is closed. I'm just checking. It's a delay, but it's on there and it's silent just so I can make sure life is happening. Anyway, today's topics will range from very serious to much more serious to not so serious. So I'm going to give a rundown of our topics for the day. So I guess you can decide how much of you want to listen to or how far we'll get in this 1 hour of a podcast. But today we're going to talk about the diaspora wars. We get to address that because we have 2 people from separate areas in the Black spectrum. Not to be confused with actual spectrum, whose service I will never get. We're going to talk about the Alabama Barker. What is her name? Bad Baby.
Bad Baby.
Okay. We're going to also talk about single moms and dating. That would be us, actually. And not dating right now. So we'll get back to that. What else we got?
We wanted to talk about naturalized citizens versus natural born American citizens and just how those 2 groups can be different based on their viewpoint. Mm-hmm. And then for those of you guys who are local, our friend Carly Russell went to court today. So we're going to catch up with her.
Dingo ate my baby.
And we're going to explore other people that have lied to the public at large and caused a big kerfuffle as a result of the lie.
Yes. Also, Anne, we're gonna probably not rally back to it today, but maybe But y'all know that I'm someone who likes to plant and grow, and I learned that plants scream. So we're going to talk a little bit about that maybe if we pull that up. But let's talk about where I've been and what my life has been since we last spoke. It might have been a year ago. It might have been longer because I have no concept of time, clearly. But since we last spoke, I have continued to work the job that most of you know I am at. Continue to be a writer, still unpublished, still working very hard on that. I've done no new music, which I published no new music. I won't say I haven't done any. Just being a mom, honestly, trying to live my best life as a single mom and have my peace not disturbed, which leads me to I started seeing someone after I was heavily pursued, and then it didn't work out. So broke up a week ago, and I wish him all the worst. Honestly, I hope it crashes and burns, and that your life is awful, because you asked for it.
That's the worst, when they pursue you and then it's just like you're just like
you actively low-key stalker pursued. Like, you were kind, asked me out, never really responded, looked me up on Facebook. My profile happens to be public, so you sent me a message, which I also didn't respond to. Then we were on the same dating app, and you pursued me even more and was like, we're both on here, you might as well, da-da-da. So I gave him my number and still never really talked to him, just like a, hey, blah, blah, blah. And then had an altercation with a person, which he also had with, and I was like, oh, he handled that really well. So I gave someone a chance that I probably should not
based
have.
on them diffusing situation.
Not even diffusing it, but kind of pulling that man card, in an actual protective way. And I was like, wait a minute. He might be on something. He's not normally my speed, not my flavor. But I was like, okay, we'll see. And then we saw, and it was fine. And we were trying to blend there's a gnat. And I feel like the last time I did a podcast, there was a gnat. And I feel like, have you been hiding for a year in my home? Because I feel like they just have a 24-hour lifespan.
I was hiding, and then it was like, she's recording. She's
like us. So yeah, it was fine. Things were going really well, despite, just some minor differences. And then hey, my baby mama just moved into my house randomly at 1:00 in the morning, which I immediately was like, what the fuck? Sorry, YouTube. I was like, what the heck? And then what happened? Then I was like, or he more was like, no, we can do this, blah blah blah. And then he was like, we can't do this. That he's like, I'm gonna try and make it work with this person that you talked trash about for 2 months and completely defamed their character, because clearly if you're back with them, none of this stuff is true about them. So I was just like, okay.
Speaking of dating and single motherhood, if I go out with someone and they speak ill of their ex, that's our last date.
So he was not the only one speaking ill of his ex, right? So his children. So I was like, okay, maybe they just are like, no, this is really this is the tea, I was like, oh, wow.
That's a lot to unpack.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Gosh.
So, you get what you get and you don't pitch a fit.
That family dynamic is probably interesting.
It probably is. But I think what's even more interesting is that I probably shouldn't say this on there. That's kind of shady. That he's 39 and she's 34. But also, there we have an 18-year-old. So we'll just let you work all that math out on your own, guys. I'm not going to do that. So bullet dodged. Honestly.
Yeah.
Bullet dodged. I'm not someone who likes drama.
Yeah.
I'm not someone who likes like the stress of anything of that nature. So relationships are work, but they are not supposed to be hard work, if that makes sense. You're not like a manual labor in the coal mine type relationship. I go to my desk every day and I send emails type of relationship. So. Because first off, so I can't see the screen because I refuse to wear glasses, so I have to have my other phone so I can read comments. I also can't even see how to like put the comment onto the screen because I cannot see. We'll figure all that out next time when I have a much bigger device and I am more prepared. Okay, so yes, join us and finish your wine right off. That would be amazing. Go right ahead. We're not encouraging drunkenness, but go right ahead and finish your wine. We're having some wine. This is Winky Owl. Did you know that I love owls?
I didn't. I just like it because it's cheap, and I had it at a dinner party somewhere else, and I was like, "This is amazing!"
Really? Like it's cheap and it's good.
Yes.
And we're going with our old faithful, old Stella Rosa, or Stella Rose, Stella, whatever we're gonna call this girl. She has an A at the end of her name. Yeah. Not to be confused with Gypsy Rose, which is actually really funny. Because we're not murdering moms over here. We're just drinking wine and
we're not manipulating autistic men into murdering our moms.
Yeah, we're not doing that. But
so,
boy, if I could.
That.
We got snacks today. We probably will always have snacks. This is not a mukbang, but you also still may hear, "Hey Z Dog, you here? Oh, you blind." Let me talk my shit. Hey, don't curse. Yeah, we all love that. And that's not funny. I'm not blind. I love you and I miss you. And we'll have to talk on the cell phone. On the cell phone, now, not me 75. We'll have to talk on the phone, actually speak to each other so I can tell you how I feel about you. But for the most part, I love you. Anyway. Oh, look, message our little ugly friends and tell them I'm on live doing my podcast. Thank you. I should have made him a moderator. He's everybody's moderator. He's one of my many, many friends that I met over the pandemic that we like had a whole family together. Crazy times. Monty is probably my best friend, and we met during the pandemic. We went to Jamaica together. We like be having a time. Seriously. So we're going to get right into it. Oh, also Twin is a much better fact checker than I am. I said Twin and my son thought I was calling him. Twin is a much better fact checker than I am. So she actually researched these topics that I just want to yell about. Shut up, because so did I. Z-Dog. Anyway, she does fact checking actually, and she researched some of these things that I'm going to talk about. So we're going to see how this goes, where she actually does real work, and I just be winging it out here in these streets. We'll see.
It reminds me to write a note of something I looked up that I didn't write down. Sorry, I was like, oh right.
Write that down. We're both very analog, as you can see. We have notebooks here for our notes that our days got away from us, and we really didn't get a chance to go into depth in these. I didn't, because after I spoke with you this morning, I ended up being gone the whole day. Literally, I was putting away groceries when she came in. Next week is going to be so great, though.
After I spoke to her, I went and cleaned my truck out, and then I went and had a health inspection. And I had to talk to.
What did you do?
I got 100.
Woo!
So, and then I talked to the guy that's over my commissary for a little bit, and then I came back home. So, and I drive really slow when I'm in the truck, so I normally drive like 20 miles an hour, 25 miles an hour.
In your food truck? Okay.
Because it's really hard to stop when you're pulling all that weight behind you. Like you really,
Really?
and if somebody jumps out in front of you, like I felt my car slide, like the truck slide. Yeah, it's bad. I don't like it. So I'm just overly cautious because somebody takes out my life savings, then I'm
You're like, oh,
screwed.
Okay, I feel that. Okay, I got you. Don't slam it. So again, as you have all remembered from my just audio podcast and from my podcast that I do at home, there's 100% chance that there's a child going to be fighting in the background with another child, that they're just going to say something to me, or they're going to be there's going to be some kind of disturbance in the matrix. Just so you know. So we're going to move forward with some of these topics. Where would you topics? I've not had that much wine. Topics. Let's see.
You want me to pick where we're starting?
Of course.
Okay. I want to start out with our friend Carly Russell that went to court today, and I think she was to the Birmingham City Courthouse. You may want to check your facts on that one, but they said that she is paying her restitution. She's paying $50 a month, so she's paid $500 of the $18,000 restitution.
$18,000.
$18,000.
Who is this awarded to? The city? Who was
I guess she's paying it back to the city for all of their manpower that went to trying to find her.
Okay.
She was holed up in a Red Roof Hotel.
Someone's phone is on, and you are in my space while I'm doing a podcast. Movie. There's your proof of life, Z-Dog. You heard his whole phone and conversation. So back to Carly. If you guys don't remember, when did this happen? Because I should have looked that
up. In 2023, Carly Russell faked her own disappearance. They made a genius movie on Tubi that I bought immediately.
I saw that.
Called The Nurse Saw a Baby on the Highway. Highly recommend. It costs like $4 on Tubi or something, or $5. It's genius. I loved it. I was just sitting there like taking it in. But
stuff. I always said I wouldn't watch Tubi, but they be having
they have some stuff. But I feel bad for her. Or no, in the moment I remember feeling nervous for her, and my reasoning was, if you guys ever find my wig on the side of the road, something happened. So to find out that she was like, you know what? Yeah, if they found my wig, they would really buy it.
Because where's this black woman here without her wig?
It's so offensive. It feels like such a betrayal.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, somebody will find that girl. Her wig was on the side of the road. There's no way
she left her wig.
Her $200 wig on the side of the road.
Oh my God.
Well, she did. So.
She did. She 100% did. She duped us. She had a viral experience, really, because there is not always this much outcry for missing brown and black women, or even brown and black children for that matter. Yeah. It's so hard to get them on the Amber Alert list. So that was something that was kind of like great out of it, that people were really out here looking for her. Also not so great, because what is the girl's mom? We should have done the research today. The girl that went missing and was murdered, her mom was out like sick, searching for Carly Russell. There was like a hoopla around it. What was
talking about? Natalie Holloway's mom?
No.
Oh, sorry.
It was a black girl, or like she's biracial or something.
Right. I remember. I don't know her name.
But anyway, I think her mom has like some autoimmune disease, and she's like out in the woods searching for her.
That's amazing.
It's crazy. He said that was a hilarious movie. The movie you're talking about.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. It's a good movie. Like, I can't even be mad about it. Like, they show her going to target.
Ooh, friend.
No, I'm sorry.
Oh,
no.
See? Technical difficulties.
Is it your juice?
Oh, it's just my juice. Oh, I'm sorry. There's a towel right there, right inside the door. Yeah. Put it on the juice, and then we'll just mop it up later. She's saying, trying to get comfortable. That's okay. Get comfortable. So next time it'll be better. We'll be on the sofa. And
we have 5 years. I messed things up. Okay.
All right. Write it back in. back to what was it?
I said no, it was a good movie. It was great. They literally show her going to Target to buy Cheez-Its.
Oh yeah.
It's just so stupid, like stealing a role from her job, and you're just like,
Speaking of movies,
oh friend.
I just saw some kind of preview for a movie about an actor running from a white woman on the street. It's about the guy, Jonathan Majors.
I knew that's what you were gonna say.
When I saw the preview, I was like, is this for real? But I'm sure it's probably Tubi. It's crazy. The preview is crazy.
Tubi is a gem.
It's a gem.
It's a gift. But I guess you wanted to. You did make the point. That Carly Russell is not the first person to lie about doing something.
Lie to the police.
Lie to the police. So I actually compiled a short list of people that have lied to the police. The first one is the OG, the big fat liar, Susan Smith. In 1994, Susan Smith said that a black man carjacked her and stole her 2 boys when she had in fact driven her car into the lake and drowned her 2 children. So remind me, unalived, expired, retired.
I don't really. Took them for a water walk. I have no idea what we can say.
2005, Jennifer Wilbanks faked her own kidnapping and said that a white man and a Hispanic woman held her captive when she had in fact just gotten on a Greyhound bus and rode all the way to Arizona because she didn't want to get married. So there was that. In 2016, a woman in California named Sherry Papini faked her own kidnapping. She said that 2 Hispanic women held her captive. When in fact she had gone to her middle school boyfriend's house 2 hours away and was chilling with him. And in order to seem like she had been held captive, she put like cleaning products on her skin to produce rashes and like broke her own nose and stuff like that so that she could come up all banged up and cut her hair off. So, and then in 2017, Kate McClure told people on GoFundMe that a homeless man spent his last $20 helping her after she ran out of gas. She raised $400,000 through GoFundMe, and it was actually all a lie. So
yeah, I saw that.
What do these women all have in common?
They,
other than liars,
they are all white.
Yeah, they are
white women, and
they all got in trouble. But yes,
but which one of them paid restitution? Other than Carly Russell,
I think Sherry Papini. Kate McClure went to prison, and she has to go. She has to pay restitution. And then Jennifer Wilbanks, I think there was a restitution situation with her as well because they were looking for her. Like she like took $40 out of her bank account and just dipped. Susan Smith is in prison, so I don't think there's restitution to be paid because she was found guilty of taking her kids for a water walk. So
the murder. Duh.
Oh, we're gonna say that word.
Okay. We're working through the logistics of YouTube and what we can and cannot say so that, when this is a big old podcast, I'm actually monetized. So,
but no, people lie all the time. I guess, like, I want to be mad at Carly. I'm not saying, like, lying is wrong.
Yeah. But they make such a big deal about it. Like, it has not been done. Yeah.
It's been done before.
Yeah.
And I'm more mad at her that she did that behind a dude. But you know what? Who amongst us at the tender age of 25
have not lost it over a man?
Hypnotized,
swept up in the patchouli and vanilla,
in the eggplant parmesan that travels in his pants.
Well,
because I am constantly hungry. I'm just saying. When you're 25, you can barely run. You can't even run a car. Like, her brain was barely, like, just finished developing.
He said a water walk sounded too sweet, by the way. Well, good. They'll accept that.
They'll accept that.
Oh, my God. He said black women have been lying forever. Eve finessed Adam out of the Garden of Eden. Okay. If we're going to go that far back, let's just talk about this. Man's job was to be watching this damn woman. If he was watching her all the time, then you knew that she ate that apple, which you probably coaxed her into. It was like, baby, just eat it first and see what it tastes like. But we're not doing that today.
That was a bad decision. That wasn't getting on a public forum and misleading people.
Yeah.
For the sake of
And she
like,
didn't
your own
finesse him
personal
out of the
gain.
garden. He didn't have to eat no
I
apple.
didn't have to do anything.
Yeah.
She didn't have a gun to his head.
Yeah.
Or she wasn't holding the snake like, yeah. I'm gonna make it bite you.
Snake. Metaphorical snake. I'm just kidding.
Oh, I was like, what?
You're like, wait, how'd you interpret that? I'm
This is
just kidding.
another-
I'm kidding. Okay. That's good. That's a good recap on, first off, men lie all the time. Let's just go there. He probably got on his nerves. First off, don't do that. Don't do that.
So yeah, long story short, it's gonna take Carly Russell 30 years to pay that back.
30 years of restitution
$50
for
a
a
month.
lie. We should go funding for her.
No.
No. Oh, we should do a GoFundMe for her therapy.
No. No.
Carly Russell.
Girl, bye. Absolutely not. Like,
Carly Russell, you can come on our podcast. We could talk about this.
we can talk. I'll talk to her.
You
but-
have not done like a for real interview. You've done some news clips, but
She feels bad and embarrassed.
she already out there. You
She
can
feels-
feel bad and embarrassed and drink some wine and give us the whole tea on it, which then will give the interwebs the tea, and you'll be done with it because you're paying your restitution for your crime you committed. When you're done with that, it's done. You have not. People lie all the time. How much y'all think I weigh?
I think she can
You
come
think I lie
back
about it?
in
Yes.
10 years. She can do a comeback. Now, like if Anna Delvey can like steal from banks and all this other stuff, and now she's on Dancing with the Stars and then cover all these
Mhm.
magazines and stuff like
The girl who killed her baby is on TikTok, but everybody ate her alive when she was posting. So never mind.
get you to her too. But no, I mean Anna Delvey is that girl that they made that show Inventing Anna about.
Yeah.
Yeah, like she didn't kill her baby.
No, I'm talking about somebody else who's on TikTok. What is the girl's name?
Oh, Casey Anthony.
Yes. That's what they call it.
I almost said
Casey Anthony.
Casey Anthony was like, I'm a legal advocate. And everybody was like, Kaylee would be like 24 years old now, girl. What are you talking about? Like, don't do this.
Don't do that. Don't gaslight us.
Right.
You know who else can't come back? Come on, that floor. What's the woman's name?
Yolanda Saldivar was denied parole.
As she should be.
And, you know, Latinas collectively put their earrings back in because they were going to whoop
Latinas and black women.
her tail.
Baby, the way we knew Spanish in the 90s. No, ma'am. No, sir.
You know, Selena didn't even really speak Spanish
No.
that much that well.
She learned Spanish as an adult to sing it. She's like from Texas.
But she couldn't give like a proper like that scene in the
It
movie.
was
She
so
was
cute. That's a real thing. I used to watch her.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
so
a real
sorry. I'm eating like. First, I'm not hungry, y'all. I just like snacks.
I'll drink more wine. I just started
Please
drinking.
do.
Guys. I just started drinking. Like I'm brand new to drinking.
Today,
Life.
she's brand new to drinking, y'all. I'm not. As if you didn't hear her say, "I'm brand new to drinking."
Oh,
At least it's not a
stop
fight.
doing that.
It's okay.
That's weird.
Okay.
Be more aware of my body.
The way that I just glanced over because my phone was on the podcast. I was like, "What was that?" Sorry, friends.
Who's actually really nice? Carly?
I mean, she's local. He probably knows her.
I heard JLo's personality. Oh, nice. Well,
The pretend Selena wrote a letter. Nice.
listen.
Well, she should, because baby, that's the only way you're famous. You were just a fly girl from
you know who she's friends with in prison?
who?
Do you remember the cadet murder, Diane Zamora, where they like those two like kids that were in the military academies like killed a girl in high school and then went off to military academy? So the girl of that couple, she's friends with her in prison. They're like buddies. It's
The murder prisoners. Okay. Murder buddies. That's
Murder
crazy. Okay, first off, I don't like it.
they like, you know, they hit her with a weight and then the girl was like running away and then she like collapsed and they shot her. Because he said that he like slept with her, but then somebody else said, like he was like, he gave her a ride home from a track meet and slept with her. But then some other friend came out and was like, that's not true because I gave her a ride home that night. So there's even a question of whether or not it happened. Maybe he just told her that to make her jealous, but either way they went
She
through
lost
with
it. Okay.
And she lost it. And she was like, the only way you can make this right is if you expire her. And so
Oh my word, baby, I wouldn't make it right then. We'll be broke up because you're crazy. We would be a non-relationship, and I would tell everybody. But here you are.
listen,
But here you are, incarcerated.
that girl took her wig off and then ran through them bushes. I wouldn't go down
But
there if
what
you
about
paid me.
off the interstate? Are you crazy?
I don't know what's
I don't
on
even want to
there.
get in the grass off the
Not
interstate.
at all. I don't know how she did it. That's really what I want to ask her.
Yeah. Why?
Did you see a snake?
Do you know we have snakes here?
Girl, no ma'am.
Spiders? Everything? We have all the things in Alabama. We're like the stateside Australia. No, we're not. That's Florida. I take it back.
Were you wearing duck boots or rain boots to keep your feet away from
And did you have your pants taped up?
Right, like
Nothing? You weren't worried about none of that. Okay.
what you think about that man? Texting him from a burner phone. Shot it, what it do?
Daughter. Let me stop. Okay. Let's go to the fun thing that you want to talk about. Alabama Barker and Bad Baby, who I also called Bad Bunny earlier, who is not Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny is a Puerto Rican rapper. Whatever. Same to me. I don't know any of them.
Reggaeton artist.
Same difference. It's not the same difference, but
It's like potato and like
what? Potato and what?
red potato. It's like Idaho potato and red potato.
I'm just gonna put it out there and tell you that both potatoes taste the same. You can just leave the skin on one. You can leave the skin on both.
But they look different and they're different sizes. So they're different. Like a banana and a plantain. There we go.
No, that they are starkly different, but a potato and a potato are the same.
No, they're cousins. Because a plantain, when it gets ripe,
It
gets
does
sweet.
not taste like a banana though.
If you cook it, it does.
Oh my God, I've had them both. And clearly you've had them both. Panama.
It does give banana essence. It doesn't just not. I taste banana in a cooked ripe plantain. I do. Not banana, but yeah, you taste that same. It's the same. Yes. You can eat one raw and you can't eat the other one raw. That's all. Like one is like from the ghetto and one is from like the suburbs. Like Will Smith and Carlton. You know what I mean?
Okay, I mean, I get it. Those kind of cousins.
That kind of cousins.
Not the West Virginia kind.
No.
Is a pickle still a cucumber? A pickle is an old ass cucumber. Guacamole, yes, is still an avocado, but it's just been through some things.
Yeah, a pickle and a cucumber. Yeah, it's been through some things. Yeah. Well, the only reason that I think that Bad Baby versus Alabama Barker is interesting is because I have a lot of opinions on it because it's like Alabama Barker, girl, just like act rich. Like,
Yeah.
I really want you to like do makeup hauls and like,
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Be in your rich girl era. Walk
See.
around with a bag and shades on that nobody else can afford.
Or like, I don't know. I just want her to not cosplay being like black. And like, I guess I'm just accustomed like to Bad Baby cosplaying as black.
Because that's the only thing you've known her as?
That's kind of like I only know Paul Wall as
black.
yeah. So it feels okay. It feels less offensive, I think. When and Bad Baby's just smart. She stood on her own 2 feet. She made a crap ton of money. Like she put up a sale for her house in Boca Raton for $7.8 million.
I feel like Alabama Barker is genuinely a dumb girl. Like she does not see outside of her. She doesn't see out of the four walls of her whiteness.
No.
So then she puts other people in unsafe spaces. I saw this video. I feel like maybe you saw it.
Yeah. And I was like, girl.
And they're like in Calabasas.
And they were like, we black, we
okay,
can't do
of
that.
Of course, make these black boys ding dong ditch over there.
That's not.
And be ding dong shot up.
I mean, that's exactly what would have happened though. Like, I don't even understand
how she was like, you're scared. Yes,
but yeah,
I actually am scared.
I am.
I'm not gonna do this.
No.
You do it.
Right.
She said, tell mom you're uncle. It's something that the guy was saying.
No.
We gotta tell him we related. Because here's the thing, when they get in like precarious situations, then it's like I didn't I didn't do this thing, or this is not like, oh, I'm sorry, this wasn't me. And you immediately turn on your kryptonite to the world, which is tears. And you get out of your problem versus they cannot do that. It's at least not unscathed, you know? So, but what's the rap beef about? Tell me about what the beef is about.
Apparently, Alabama Barker slept or tried to get with Bad Baby's baby daddy. And
she has kids?
Yeah, she has one child.
Okay.
But apparently she discovered that she had cancer when she was like 5 or 6 weeks pregnant. So after she had her baby, then she went through cancer treatment. So she's been through a lot.
Mm.
And then they were cool, and then something. There was a entanglement.
Okay.
So, Bad Baby made a diss track, and then Alabama Barker made a diss track,
Okay.
if you can call it that.
Okay.
And Bad Baby made another one, and that one really took off.
Okay.
I think it's really good, but I think her first one was actually better. But then she turned around and made another one,
Okay.
and then Bad Baby or Alabama Barker kept saying like, "I'm gonna make another one," but then she didn't, and then all of a sudden she just acted. She turned off her comments and just started posting about random stuff. She went back to being a regular rich girl. Like she stopped wearing grills and like twerking in front of the camera.
Well, smart.
So, and it was the whole scene was, I don't know. It's weird to watch them because I realized that I was a grown person really indulging in young people drama, but it felt like this greater like you looking into really like what the world is today. Like, how are we here? How are these women as culture vultures now
having a rap beef?
Yeah, just felt
like
weird.
You're not beefing because you know what? You would never shoot each other. You're not in a real beef.
You're not in a real beef.
If you saw her at the mall, y'all gonna do this and pose for a picture, and that's it. You're not. Nobody's in any real mortal danger in a suburban rap beef. That's what we should call it, a suburban rap beef.
It is a suburban rap beef, and it just was very much like. It felt like what's that Eminem movie? 8 Mile. It just felt like if 8 Mile was taking place in a high school, and you're just kind of like
like 8 Mile musical.
Yeah, you're just kind of like, what's happening? What is the world coming to? What are they distracting us from?
Wow, everything actually. They're distracting us from everything. It's all a ploy to dumb down the masses. But that is the podcast for another day. Let's continue on with this one.
I don't know why I like that so much, but I didn't want to talk about it because it was just a fun thing. Like, I just thought it was crazy.
It's the same. When you look at it like in its totality, you're like, this is wild. Because are you about to do like, Cardi B and Nicki Minaj and throw shoes at each other at some award show? No, you're not. You're going to like do all this on the internet and then pass each other as the paparazzi takes pictures.
I don't think Danielle Bergoli, aka Bad Baby, would pass anybody. I think she is about that life. I don't think that Alabama is. I think that she would pass, but I don't think Danielle would do that.
I don't think
we met Danielle on Dr. Phil threatening the audience.
Yeah, we did, but there is also still the illusion of this is television, so there's security there always. She knows nobody could have ran on that stage and did anything to her, and she couldn't have went out there and did anything for real.
Right. So she could talk big shit.
She can talk big shit. There's no off chance that she'll ever see that. But if she ever sees this, I bet you won't. Okay, I'm sorry. That was out of line. Hey, best friend, there's money. That's what I was talking about earlier.
I think you would, girl, if you did see it. I think you would beat her ass.
You think she would beat me?
No, I think Bad Baby would beat Alabama Workers.
Oh, I thought you meant me.
No, girl, she wouldn't. Why the hell would you be in a beef with some 22-year-old girl? That would have been...
No, crazy. I just said I was saying if she ever saw this and I said she would never get active, don't try me. I'm not the 1 to 2 or what them little children be saying.
Or the 3.
Yeah. My kids are being awesome today.
Shout out to her kids.
Thank you. Shout out to the quiet in this home right now. Like, all I hear running is the refrigerator. No feet, no nothing. A win is a win. And where are we moving on to next?
Are we doing single mother dating? What are your single mother dating rules? Because I have a lot.
You have a lot of rules. Let's talk about your rules. Give it to me.
Like I said before, you can't talk about your exes. Like I definitely don't do. She was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you do to that woman?
To make her crazy.
To make her crazy.
Yeah.
Let's start with the whole story and not half.
Oh, but also, what's wrong with you? Because if she is crazy, why did you get with her and why did you stay with her? So it's always what?
Double-edged sword for sure. Like when you say that, you don't even realize that you're walking into a truck. Because I'm like, what? I like to meet for lunch on first dates because that way it's easier to get out of things. Like
coffee. Coffee's my go-to.
Coffee is not my go-to because it's not enough. I want a full meal.
No. First off, I don't want a full meal. If I don't like you, I can walk out. You can walk out with some coffee. I can.
Girl, I will sit there and
drink
silence
espresso and dip
and eat that sweet and sour pork like it's nobody's business. I have been across the table from somebody who was like, I would like to be in a throuple. And I was like, that was not in your profile.
Stop it.
And you paid the check. And I was like, super nice to meet you.
Are you serious?
I'm so serious.
Shut up.
I used to go to the same restaurant and the server would give me a knowing smile because I would bring different people to the same restaurant and be like,
can I get the sweet and sour?
Can I get the sweet and sour pork?
Every single time.
She was like, a little hot sake, a little sake.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, so I like to meet for lunch. Oh, you can't come to my house, not for like 9 months to a year. We have to be serious.
Serious.
What else?
I know this. Some people may not like this, but if my kids don't like you, then I officially don't like you anymore. Kids have a spirit of discernment, and I don't mean they don't like you and as this is my dad, they don't like you. If they don't like you, then you're not a good human.
I've never introduced my kids because we don't get that far. And I've dated someone for like 6 months, and I was like,
what is this face you're making?
Like I don't know what to tell you. Like
what happened with him?
You're not meeting my children.
That's not what I'm talking about. What happened with him?
Oh, he lived in Huntsville.
Okay.
And so we would take turns kind of thing. And so when it was my turn to go, he was super late for the date because he had, I guess, a double book, but he kind of forced it. Like I gave him an out and he wouldn't take it. And then I got there and he fell asleep during the movie, which was super annoying. And I was like, we didn't really get a chance to talk or catch up or anything like that. And then on the way home, I got a flat tire. And when I finally told him about it, he was kind of like, oh, well, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm fine. And then he was like, okay. And that was the end of that. And I was like, nigga, I do bad by myself. So I broke that off. And I really liked him. But, like, I was very, like, Destiny's Child, independent woman type chick in my 20s. And so, like, now I'm in my 40s and I realize, like, that got me literally nowhere.
Okay.
And you gonna come change my tire, or you gonna come pay for my food, or you're gonna take care of me. Like, because I can take care of myself. I already proved that. So, like, just the fact that he was, like, you know how you said that you got with that dude because he pulled the man card? Like, if you don't pull, I don't see that man card, then what are we doing here?
Yeah. Listen,
you can buy 9.5 inches on the internet, girl. I don't have time.
Facts. Yeah, but like pull the main card multiple times. Like, I didn't tell you that. Had a flat tire. While I'm asleep, you came and got the tire off my car, took it to the place so they could put the tire on the rim, came and put it back on my car so that you wouldn't wake me up.
He laid it on super thick.
Thick as fudge.
Jeez.
See how I didn't cuss there? You like that cuss?
He laid it on thick.
Money said the 1 to 2 or the 3. And that's what's up. Yes, there are rules, best friend. She said, is that facts, though? She's asking for a friend.
What else do I do?
What?
I'm not big on, like, I don't have sex very late. I don't really. I just don't like. I just don't even.
Do you not like people, Miss?
I do.
I don't know what it says to me. No way.
I do, but I'm just like. if I'm gonna go through the effort of removing every article of clothing, I need to be sure that it's gonna be.
Oh my God! Then
Right.
money needs to be on here for that. Cause listen,
Nah.
she don't play. There is a size requirement. Because please stop wasting my time. Because I have been there once with trying in, like, continuing to try in something where somebody just wasn't adding up in that part. Like, every other part of you in your life was so great, and you knew to make all those things great because you knew that the other part was not. It was not what it was supposed to be.
I dated a guy like that once, and then come to find out, he acted like he wanted to be serious,
Mm-hmm.
and then he was like, and he was the reason I stopped like that kind of contact with men. I was like, nope. He tried to be like, well, let's just be kind of friends with benefits, and I was like,
no,
not with the bait you're bringing to the lake.
But like, baby, friends with benefits.
We are not going fishing with that boo. That dog will not hunt.
Oh my God,
no. Friends with benefits.
So this is
to be
honey peach. Did you like the honey peach?
I did.
How did you feel about the honey peach?
It's good. It's very good.
So we have tried. What did we try?
Watermelon.
Today? Watermelon, because we're black. Honey peach. Getting up on the Stella.
Hello.
She's the money that she gets at her time will not be wasted. 100% not be wasted. She plays no games. She ain't gonna try. And she will ask up front. Baby, what if you lie to me about your length or your girth, I might fight you.
I mean, and you know what? When we get to that, like I'm talking to somebody now, and he's very respectful. He's such a gentleman. Like I can tell he was like flirty with me, but he like flirted and then he kind of like it just fizzled out and we talked about something else. He didn't push it too far, he didn't make it too uncomfortable.
Okay.
And I was so much more attracted to him because I was like, cool, like
yeah,
you're not trying too hard to do any of this. This is very casual with you. But like this particular person that I was telling you about, that's Mr. Tiny Tim, he texted me and was like, you know, what are you doing? And I was like, I'm at my kid's school. I'm waiting to see the principal. And he sent me a Richard picture. And I was like,
I'm sorry, didn't I say I was at the school?
I'm at the school, nigga. I'm on their Wi-Fi. There's a little girl sitting next to me waiting to be picked up by her mama. Like, are you did you get off my phone?
The way that we both immediately was like, I'm on the school Wi-Fi. Like they're the CIA. But
I was horrified though. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, there's a time and a place.
For everything.
And I'm not gonna be turned on in the lobby of the school. Ask me what happened. What's wrong?
Yeah.
You good? The kids okay?
Yeah.
That would have turned me on more than a picture of your
concern. Yeah.
gherkin. Like, what is we doing right now, sir?
Right.
Girl, no.
Like, where's your genuine concern for my gay or my kid? Or like the stress that you may be putting me under sending.
No.
Mm-mm-mm.
She said what?
She said watermelon does weird. Like, it's hilarious. The way that I be mumbling stuff and don't know if people ever hear me. Like, cause we're like, yay. But yeah, I don't know, friend. I think that maybe I'm like done with dating. Cause like I told you, actively pursued me. I wasn't looking for anything. I didn't want anything. And here you come, your little ugly long titted ass over here, messing with me. And I gave you a chance. I shan't give somebody ugly a chance again.
Breaks are good and trust your gut. Like, don't give nobody a pass when it comes to dating because you deserve better. And if it means you got to be alone a little bit longer, then you got to be a little bit longer. But like that guy necessarily wasn't my type. I actually have never been. I've dated very, very handsome men, so I've never been adverse to dating somebody that I thought was not as attractive because I'm an open spirit. Like, your spirit might be beautiful to me, and you and your ugly self might make me so happy. That's just how I've always thought. It has never worked out.
You got eyes, so
you know what? clearly eat with my heart because I just, I was just like,
It's okay.
and if I had to do it over again, I don't know that I would have dated an attractive guy, but I've always just tried to be an open-minded type of chick. Like, I just don't want to judge nobody on, like, and I feel like I'm gonna gain weight, or I'm gonna this, or I might knock a tooth out. Like, I want you to love me no matter what I look like. No, I'm gonna go to the dentist. So what I'm saying is, I want to look
for those 2 weeks that my tooth is gone. Please love me.
Please love me still. Like, you love me when all of that.
Yeah, when I had all
there.
love on.
That's all I'm saying.
I mean, I get that. Which is what I was trying to do, is be this like not shallow person and be like, okay, I'm gonna judge people how I hope that they judge me, because I feel like I have a pretty decent personality. I'm kind, understanding, all of the things that you want in a good friendship or romantic relationship. So I was like, he's nice. Does he have close together eyes and lady titties? Yes, but that's perfectly fine.
So as far as he said you were beautiful,
huh?
He seemed very in tune with,
right?
Like romance, like a good guy.
Yeah. Everybody can fake it until they make it, and then all of a sudden you don't make it. It was just a lot of like the fake it. Yeah, happens to the worst of us, but also to the best of us.
I'll never date an ugly dude again. I will tell you that.
That's what I needed to hear.
But but to say that I was trisexual in my journey, I definitely tried cute, ugly, tall, short, fat, skinny. I didn't really have a type until I realized that I did have a type, and I need to cool my jets and honor myself. So
we have all done a best friend, dated down, and I can't do it anymore. You know what I'm deciding also, and I know this sounds bad, but I'm not dating. As much as men want to say they're like the leaders of households, leaders of family, the head in the relationship, it's all well and good, but I can't out success you, outlook you, out intellect you. I cannot be. We need to be equal somewhere. We need to be equal, or you need to be a step above me. You're always thinking how you can get better. You can't be this like lowly peasant job and also unattractive and also like have no goals. I can't continue to like be striving to be greater at what I'm doing, and you're just like, I don't really know what I want to do at my big age of 40 years old.
Yeah.
You don't know what you want to do? Okay. All right. Like I'm not doing that anymore. Like I'm too old for that. I don't know if you're not too old for it, guys, but I'm too old to still be in a space where I'm like, okay, well, I don't really know what I'm going to do, but I'm just going to make this like job work versus making a career work. Nah, we're done with that. We're done with that part of our life. We're done with, and I hate using this word when I refer to people, we're done with losers. There is a scale of loser. There is a person who has no goals, no hope for their life. They're just working a job for income to pay the bills that they have, not to be like successful in life and show their children that they can also be successful no matter where they come from or what your background is. You can't always be the woe is me man. You can be that man, be like, oh, I had such a hard time doing this, but this is what I'm doing to improve upon that, or myself, my life, my situation, so that my kids don't have to work so hard to improve on their situation, which I think is ultimately the goal of a parent. Also, I'll never date anyone with kids that are under 18 again. So I may be dating up in age, but no one who has like young children. So I get where a lot of like guys and girls say, I don't want to date anybody with kids. Yes, that is a lot of commitment to another person because you are then invested in their lives and like learning about them and them liking you. And then when that relationship is done, then your relationship with those children are also done. Or the parent is mad and jealous if their son is still speaking to you and respecting you in a way that he doesn't speak to and respect his parent.
That's interesting that you said that, because I actually had a friend that decided that she didn't want to be my friend anymore, which is fine. Friendship breakups are totally normal. Yeah. But she kept reaching out to me to like wish my kids a happy birthday. And I thought like, this is really giving like deadbeat baby daddy energy. Like, because it was just like, when you stop talking to somebody, that means you stop talking to their kids. Like, you don't get to also be like, well, I still care about your kids. I don't give a crap about none of that foolishness. Like, You
You can care about them in your spirit. But
so
I'm not,
yourself.
I'm not giving you them a message. I'm not telling them anything that you've said. I'm not doing any of those things. I'm not investing my time from a relationship that we're not in anymore to like give messages or feedback.
It's dumb. It's just such
I'm
a.
not
But
doing that.
again, it to me, I realized like, oh my god, this woman really lacked boundaries. Like she didn't. That's a very obvious boundary that you have. Like that when you sever a relationship, the relationship is severed with everyone. In the
Right.
family.
Yeah.
So it's not like you gonna break up with your boyfriend and then be calling his mama like, "What you doing on Sunday?" You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Like,
Did you do that?
Huh?
Did you do that?
Ask him what his mom was doing.
Yeah.
Now, first off, I never talked to this man's mom.
Okay.
But my ex, who I still speak to probably almost every day, against my will. I talked to his mom passed away, but I talked to his mom all the time because I absolutely loved her, and his whole family was like in a not giving me up type place because we became family. We were together for so long. So these kids are their kids. This is their family. So that's different, I guess, than just dating some random person.
Yeah.
That's different. But yeah, we're like working through being grown-ups and like being parents. So we'll see how this works out. I absolutely told him I wouldn't talk trash about him on the podcast today, so I won't. Today, you have a reprieve, sir. That's today. I won't talk bad about you. I was like, no, I'm just talking about this little old relationship that I just got out of. Not talking about you. Shut up, man. Did you read his comment?
I did. I was like, you're trolling us, right? That's what we're doing?
He knows me. Stop trolling us is what he is absolutely doing. I love that we use the young kid verbiage. So let's see. We talked about what we talk about.
I think we should save Diaspora Wars for next week.
Yeah, so because that's a big one for me.
Big one.
Diaspora Wars is a big one. I will just say this one little thing about the Pope. You shouldn't have met with that damn JD Vance when you said no the first time, because he's the Antichrist. And there was a mass shooting in India where he is currently 25 people injured or killed. No, literal mass. It's awful. What in the world? He is the harbinger of death. And I am not here for it. And
the man is already sick, so he was gonna die.
Please don't.
He had to wait and see him just to be like,
you dirty mother. But he'd already said no because he knew he didn't like him. He knew he didn't like the message that their whole team is putting out. Did you see his face? He was like,
it was a really awkward exchange. I was like,
I did not like it. And here he is, dead on Easter.
There's like a video of him washing people's feet, and he is really being culty right now.
Yeah.
Like, person's feet.
They were actually dirty. Like, so if the Pope shaded me,
side eye,
I would pew myself. If the Pope, not the highest ranking religious figure in the world, was like, and everybody in the world saw him look at you like that.
That's wild.
Oh,
he was really like,
you'd never see me anywhere ever again, except a church. I'm just at church today, just praising.
I know my mom was Catholic, so I was like, I saw it. Came to my phone.
Sad?
She was. I called her. I was like, Mom, Pope died. Did you? She was like, what? What?
You didn't know?
Mommy. She called us to my dad. She was like, the Pope is dead. He was like, he was sick. Pneumonia, right?
What they said, he had like pulmonary embolism or whatever.
Something.
So what I see is you put like a syringe of oxygen into him, like they do in the movies, and the oxygen bubble went to his brain and killed him, or to his heart and killed him. That's what you did, JD Vance.
Yikes!
You murdered the Pope.
Opinions expressed on this podcast are not the opinions of.
Not the disclaimer. This is all in fun. First off, the name of the podcast is You Better Fact Check because we had wine first. So I'm not saying this is a fact that he actually murdered the Pope, but you probably should investigate it. I don't know.
Yeah, because that lady did get sued a few years ago for saying that thing about Cardi B's baby or something. Remember?
What you said about
Tasha
Cardi?
K or something.
Tasha, I thought it was because she said Cardi B had an STD or something.
She said something about their.
She said a
child.
lot.
Said a lot of things
about
she shouldn't have
her.
said. Yeah, I was like,
she said so many things that she didn't back down about. Like she didn't apologize or any of the things that Cardi B asked her to do. She was very.
Say you're sorry.
What's her name? Tasha K?
I think so.
Yeah.
You might want to check your
She's
facts.
a wine. We better.
And there's a Nat.
I told you that Nat is.
You Nat.
What their like somewhere. Yeah. So she said all the things, but I'm sure it was about the STD. Somebody please refresh me. I'm sure.
Well, that I know she won that lawsuit, so she owes her a lot. I don't know that she will ever pay her, kind of, but she owes her a ton.
Pope Francis was one of the better ones' best friend. She does. It's like a lot of money. I said, whoa, I just apologized. Because she kept doing these interviews with girls who were saying that Cardi B had herpes or something. I'm not saying this woman does, that's not my business. She was doing strange interviews, but as you've seen, she's done, I don't know if they're just like for comedic purposes, but she's done a lot of very strange interviews.
I don't watch
her.
Like
there was a girl who she interviewed that said she was Aaliyah and P.P. Kelly's baby. Sprinkle Sprinkles baby. Golden Showers baby. She definitely looked older than Aaliyah, so I don't see how that was her baby, but whatever.
Weird.
Then she interviewed somebody who was supposed to be like Jay-Z's son. She's interviewed a lot of people who are clearly psychotic.
Unhinged.
Yes. Not to be confused with hinged.
Claim.
Yeah. That can easily be like refuted or disputed. What am I looking for?
Refuted.
Refuted. That was right the first time. So she's like slanders quite a bit of people.
I'm like, girl.
Like she does it a lot with Beyonce. She says that Beyonce's daughter is not her daughter. It's someone else's daughter that Beyonce and Jay-Z had murdered. I would probably stop saying murder.
Not Illuminati.
I said, what?
Backdoor job type stuff.
Yes. I said, there ain't no way that they've had a whole human 86th. You can say that's a chef term. 86th. And then took the child and raised it as their own.
No.
And you said, Did you think about it for a second?
I did. I was just like, I don't even want to.
I don't want to ruin it.
I don't want to do it
for myself.
I'm not going to do it with you.
Yeah.
It's not.
And then she tries to like say things about Beyonce's new kids.
Stop talking about people's kids.
Okay, that part. These folks' children are this. If you don't like them, that's fine. You don't have to like anybody, but stop talking about people's children.
I mean, I
especially
understand
if you know that they have like
these two girls were children, but
they're grown now.
Yeah, they grown, so they're not really.
Yeah, they're children.
They're not kids.
They're twerking it up.
Talking about people's like actual children.
Yeah. I couldn't do it. All kids are a gift, even them bad ones.
Have you seen the Resilient Jenkins on TikTok and how everybody like hates on them? Like it's crazy.
Who?
Well, it's a white woman that's married to a black man.
Okay.
Which I think is what opens the gate for her attack, because she at times will voice over her videos with a bit of a black accent. So there's that. But I guess dude was like living in like a income-based apartment that he got for just him and his son. That was 1 bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
And then he moved her in with like her kids as well. And then they had a baby. And so it was like 7 of them in a 1-bedroom apartment.
That's illegal.
And then they got, also because it was like a subsidized apartment that was based on him having custody of this child. And it was supposed to be 2 people in that apartment and not 7. And then they got evicted. And then they had like 3 or 4 cats that they were like, oh, well, and they just put them out on the street. And we're just like,
that's not really resilient.
Go. And now they've been living in a hotel for like 40 days.
What? So this is new. This is new drama. On TikTok, they ain't asked for a GoFundMe yet?
No, but according to the interwebs, they have enough subscribers and followers and stuff to be making like around $16,000 a month. So the question is, like,
16,000.
and
If
you
y'all
know,
don't get to subscribing and sharing this video and sharing my page so I can make $16,000 a month. Anyway, $16,000 is crazy work. What?
she posts daily. She has subscribers. They were like lowballing that figure. Like there were several people that I saw that kind of went through having like how you get paid and how all that stuff works.
Don't do that. He said, why does Beyonce's kids look like Kelly Rowland's kids? Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm not. He is trolling. It's good.
It's really good.
We got snacks over here today, and they are delicious. We have like a little charcuterie board and some grapes and some. You know how at every grandparent's house there is a tin of blue cookies, the butter cookies, and normally you open it, it's a hodgepodge of things. It's everything in there,
It's a
but no
sewing
cookies.
kit. It's supposed to be on the inside.
This is not what it's supposed to be on the inside. It's supposed to be cookies.
Yeah, but it's too good of a tin to throw away. Are you just gonna dump
It's
it?
so
Like
black.
you better put your jewelry in it.
Do
or
you got
something,
country
though.
crop with green beans in your refrigerator?
Absolutely. I don't, but I mean I've done that.
Every black person in the world. Anyway,
Why buy Tupperware? Everybody talks about reuse, renew. Black people have been doing it for years.
reuse, reduce waste, recycle. It's a lady. It's a song. Auntie Litter. She came to our school. I wonder if she's not alive. I loved Auntie Litter. But the Danish cookies. Everybody's grandma had one of these, and the way my spirit was absolutely broken when I opened this, and there was red thimbles in it, and everything but a cookie. All the things. No cookies.
No cookies.
No cookies. So we have topics we didn't get to today. Because for 14 minutes. I don't know. I think we did my recap because I've been gone so long. So this is fun.
We're breaking it in.
We're breaking it in. Like a saddle.
Yeah. Or like a good pair of work shoes.
Why do everybody wear those cohons now? Is that like the I got manager money shoe?
Yes.
I refuse to do it, as I refuse to get a Stanley Cup. I mean, until I saw a color I liked the other day, so I may get a Stanley Cup.
It's $40 for a cup is too much.
Terracotta.
Girl, get the Walmart version for like $15 and call it a day. It's because we don't go to Target no more, so.
I
don't
never
care
go to
about
Target.
Black
Who
people
cares
dollars.
about Target? I don't care about our Black people dollars or Black people experiences. They sure want to market it to us. Too late, Target. Hello, Costco. By the way, if you guys don't have a Costco card, please go ahead and get one. No, I do not work for Costco, but get you a Costco
I'm
card.
getting one for the
I know.
truck. Yeah.
See? Costco card. In bulk, nice things, furniture. I'm sure on the website you can buy a casket or anything that you need.
can buy a casket.
Yeah. Casket, TV, cars. You can get all the things. That's my air conditioning. I thought it was storming again. Let's see what else.
Next week, we'll talk about your chickens.
But y'all already know that. But yeah, that'll fall under the we told y'all eggs wasn't going down. It'll fall under that. Ha ha, gotcha, bitch. That's what that's gonna fall under. So, welcome to our new economy, where you should all probably have some type of farm or skill. So learn how to snow. Bitch, what?
I don't know.
Learn how to sew,
Too much
knit,
time.
build you a cotton gin, because you're gonna need all these skills in this new world.
I have an emergency prep closet. Like I'm one of those doomsday preppers. Like it's on a tiny scale, but I definitely am like I keep eyeballing like the 15-gallon water.
Oh, so there's a
I want,
thing
like,
like you're
two.
supposed to do the water and then like you have to redo it though. You have to like date it and change it. Like if the world doesn't end in a certain amount of time,
you
I
switch
think
it
you
out.
need like switch it out with your water.
Yeah, but you have to switch out your whole. So I
Yeah.
keep like a tally, and so every 6 months I can refresh my Kansas.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's work. It's work staying
It's
on
work.
top of the world ending.
But when the worst place to be when something happens is unprepared.
That's right. That is absolutely right. Well, planning on your part does not constitute an emergency on mine. Also, we're going to end this podcast with a thank you, Booski Twin, for stopping by and coming to do the podcast with me.
It's been fun.
She didn't bring her kids to hang out with my kids, but I feel like maybe they would have been much louder if they had company. They would have been so excited.
Yes, they would have.
But thank you so much. This was a wonderful, very quick hour is what it was. It went by so fast. We did not get to all of our topics. That is perfectly fine. We'll get to some next week. If you have some like news that pops up in the week and you want to hear about it, shoot me a little message, you know. Other than that, I'm gonna work on not saying so much. I had wine, so the just comes naturally after that because I'm trying to like get my words together. I'm like, what did I mean to say? This is a great time though. I had so much fun. Thank you for coming.
For having me.
Also, free Palestine.